Hello, everyone. This is Donna Ratchford with Integration Inspiration, and I'm here with a short tutorial on Canva. Canva is an awesome tool for teachers and just really for anyone. It's a graphic design platform, and you can use it to create social media graphics for your Facebook or your Instagram or YouTube. You can use it to create presentations, posters, and other visual materials and content. There's images, fonts, templates, and illustrations available in Canva. And there's a free version and there is a paid version, but you can apply for Canva's education program where you can access the premium features for free if you're a teacher. And I'll post a link to that program in the description box. So don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos for teachers and technology tools. So I'm going to share my screen so that you can get a look at Canva. Yeah, so I'm sharing my screen now and you can see the Canva website. So on the Canva homepage, you can see different templates. You have the Discover tab and the Learn tab. So I'm going to go over each tab. The Templates tab has different templates that you can use to make different graphic design products. So if you have a teacher Instagram, then you may go to the social media portion and you can use the different templates to make an Instagram story or Instagram post. You can also use the templates to create a Facebook post, a cover for a Facebook page or group, and they also have a Twitter post and Pinterest graphic. So many teachers have Twitter pages, many of them have Instagram pages, and some of you have Facebook pages. Maybe you started a page for art teachers or you started a page for K1 teachers. Then you can use the template for the Facebook cover to create a beautiful cover for your teacher page. So I'm going to click on that Facebook cover so you can see what it looks like. And so you already have the measurements already set up for you. And then on the side, you'll see some different choices. And let's say you like the one that's you like one, you can click on it, it automatically loads up and you can change what it says. You could use the fonts that they already have, or you can change that font. So you'll see the font displayed on this bar. You can scroll down to choose a different font. You can change the size and make it larger or bigger, or smaller, I mean. You can also change the color. And they have this little color wheel right here where you can click that and drag this bar to adjust the color that it already is. You can also type in a hex code if you know one. What I like to do is install the add-on color picker to my Chrome extension. And when I do that, if I see a color on a certain website, then I can click the color picker and hover over it and save that hex code. There's also an awesome site called Coolers that I learned about in the GEG group. And I'll post a link to Coolers. Coolers has lots of different colors and the hex code under it. So you could type in that hex code to see that color, or you can just type in the name of a color. So maybe I want a different kind of pink. I can type pink and it'll show me some different pinks and some palettes to choose from. Sometimes I can change the text to bold or italics. It depends on the font. And I also can change the effects of my font. So here's the italics, underline. I can center it. Just like if I'm in a word processing document, I can add bullets or I can change the spacing. I can add different effects to my text. If I want it to be hollow, I can change the positioning of it. If there's a picture and I want the words to be on top of that picture, I can change that position. I can also copy the style that this text is and add it to a different design. And I can make it opaque or transparent by dragging this little circle. See how it's kind of fading in? I can also link the text to a website or something, or link it to another object. I can lock it to, that means it won't move around. So like these two text boxes are together, but I can unlock or lock them so that when I click, I'm moving that whole thing, and then I can duplicate with this little button. So that's text. Now I'm going to go back to the home because I'm playing around on the Facebook. I showed you the templates. So like I said, there's the social media and there's personal. So maybe you want to create an invitation. Maybe it's you're hosting a baby shower for a teacher at your school. You can click invitation and create beautiful invitation cards. You can work on your teacher resume if you're looking to find a new job. Business, there's presentations, websites, they have posters, and then they have a section for education. And you can use their sections, like you can use the lesson plan template, the worksheet, certificate, storyboard, bookmark, and class schedule. So I'm clicking on the lesson plan template, and they already have some beautiful ones here, but you can also make your own. So it has create a blank lesson plan, so you can make your own. But these are some really cute, very visually appealing lesson plan templates. And once you're done, you just download them. So that's the template button. To discover is also cool. You can discover different photos. So they have tons of free photos that you can use. You don't have to worry about a copyright infringement or anything like that. You can just pick those photos and add those into your designs. They have gorgeous icons that are already ready. You don't have to draw anything or search on the web for different icons. They have so many there. You can find print products. Then they also tie it into different apps. So they have the Google Map, Giphy, so you can have the GIFs. So I'm going to click on the Giphy so you can see what I mean when I talk about that. And then if you want to use Giphy in your designs, then there you are. You can use any of these. You just click use it in your design. And let's say I'm making, what can I make? Oops. Let's do something for social media. Let's do an animated social media post. That sounds fun. So maybe you're a teacher or you're designing something for your school Instagram page. Then they have all these gifts already ready. So maybe you want to put, let's find a funny one. We could put this Giphy in here and then design some text around it and talk about how you're waiting for something to happen. So you can use those GIFs. So that's kind of fun. And then it downloads as a video. Okay, I'm going to go back home. And then to learn, as you're watching this tutorial, you may be wanting to know more about Canva and things that you can do. And they already have their own tutorials on Canva. They have things that you can design if you want to really get into design, social media marketing. Maybe you're starting a teacher side business, or you do consultations or something like that. You can do this, learn about social media marketing. You can learn information about graphic design and creating brands. So they have all of these cool courses, tutorials, and they even have blogs that you can look at. Now that we went over those tabs, I'm going to go over the sidebar here. So I'm recommending for you, it will recommend some things that you can do based off of what you have used Canva for. There's also the area that has all of the designs that you've previously created. And then they also will have the most recent designs. And some people use this for classwork. If you're taking a course, you'll see the classwork and then your brand kit. So I use this Canva also because I'm on the promotional team for my school, and I help design promotional materials. And so I use the color picker on our school logo to find our exact brand colors. And once you find or know your brand colors that you always use in your school materials, you can have a consistent branding on different flyers and materials that you put out on social media or that you print out. And so we have our 3 colors. You can change it. You can name it something, or you can delete it. And I also created a separate, you can create different kits and palettes. And so I love the colors that are in the Google Keep. So I saved all of those colors. So whenever I'm making something, if I want to use those colors, and I have it. And then I have some colors that I use on my professional website that I like to use. Also, if you use certain fonts on your materials, you can save those fonts as your brand fonts to use on everything. So it'll be consistent and look very professional. Also, if you have fonts that you have paid for and you have the ability to use, you can upload those fonts to use in your materials and designs that you make. Also, you can make folders to organize your materials. I have not really done that before. So what can you use Canva for? That is a great question. So I'm going to go on to my designs, and I use Canva for a lot of things. I use the Canva to help with my classroom website, and I created a little contact button to put my contact information, my email, and things like that. I also use it to create a Bitmoji signature. You can use Canva to make buttons for your website. So you just go in and pick a size or shape that you like and put the directions and designs and things that you want onto that button. You can use it to make announcements or flyers or things that you're going to post on your whatever your learning management system is, whether it be Microsoft Teams or Google Classroom or Canvas. So I'm going to go back onto this design. It's Let's Start Fresh, which it doesn't really have anything to do with anything in particular. But let's say that I wanted to make a banner for my classroom website, and I want to use this size here. Then I can go to photos, and I can find a photo that goes with school. They have different categories on here, so I can click school, and maybe I wanted this cute little artsy. Oh, I gotta delete this part. I want this cute artsy. When you click it, it'll just pop on there, but if you want, you can kind of drag it. Oh, there we go. So now, look, new background. And remember, we still had this font on here, but I made it the font transparent, so I don't want it to be transparent anymore. I'll click on the transparency button and bring it back to 100% because I don't want it. So remember, this is my button. So I'm going to change the text to say Ms. Ratchford's class, or maybe I might put welcome. And then I can put, rock stars or whatever my class name is. That's how I used to be, Miss Ratchford's Rock Stars. And then I can make this bigger. There we go. Doesn't that look nice? I can even add some icons on there, so I can go to elements. And maybe I want, I don't know what, I could just type in school. If I don't really know what I want, I could just type in school, and then it has lots of pictures that have to do with school. Maybe I want these cute little kids. I'll click that, and it just pops on there. And if this is too big, I can make it small. And then I can move it. And they have these little guidelines to help you make sure everything is centered correctly. And then I say to myself that this is not decorative enough. Maybe I want some little pretty little things or something on there. Then I can, like maybe I want flowers or something to go like on the sides. So I can put this flower, and then I think I told you about duplicating. I'll put this flower right here. I click it, and then I click this little button on here, duplicate. And now I got two. And then I can put that, and line it up. And also, when you click on certain images or in even text, there will be some boxes that may pop up. If it already has a certain color to it, then the color that the item is will show up. So I see that the petals are purple, and maybe I want to change that color to a light pink. Now I have a light pink flower. And then maybe I want it the same, or maybe I don't. I don't know. So maybe I want the flower to this other one to be blue. Let's try this blue. Ooh, So there we go. So I changed the color and I added some other things to my banner, and then I could download this and add it to my website. I could add it to my LMS. I'm trying to think what else can I show you. So that's the elements. Another thing on here is they have this thing called grids and shapes. So let's say I'm going to add a new page here. You can also add a new page. You can have multiple parts to an image. I don't want this background here. I can click this. It automatically separates your design into two different parts. And maybe you wanted one to have a certain background to it. And I'm just picking random things. I like these flowers on here. Oh, okay. I messed up. All right, let's go to the flower, and then I'm going to drag it to the top bar. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. It doesn't work that way. I think maybe it's for photos. Let me go back up here to the top. Yeah. Okay. And then I put the photo. There we go. So I have this photo at the top, and then maybe I want some desk at the bottom. And that's what the grid does. It kind of like separates things for you. What are some other elements that you can do? You can add shapes, and most of everything that you put onto a design, you can change the color. So I click that little box to change it. There we go. Or maybe I wanted this color. Or maybe I want to delete it and I just press backspace or delete. They have stickers that move or light up. They also have charts that you can add, gradients, lines. This is another cool thing, is text. So maybe this is not cute, so I'm gonna just delete that. And I'm gonna make this bottom row. I'm gonna try to see if that will work, if I can. Yeah, so I just want the picture on the top and then color on the bottom. I can do that. I go to text, and they already have different font combinations. Some of them glow, some of them are different colors. So I like this level up. Click on it. And now it's on my picture, but it's the same color as the bottom. So of course I don't want that. So I'm going to highlight that text. I'm going to click the letter, and then I'm going to make it maybe I want a lighter purple. So I'm going to type purple. I'm going to look at a palette, and they've got lots of things to choose from. So maybe I'll do this one, and I can see that a little better. Or maybe I'll click this palette because it has some things that go along, and see how that pops out. And I might want my students to level up to my classroom. So that's cool. So they already have, if you can't decide on the font, because they have so many different fonts to choose from, it can be difficult to pick one. So speaking of fonts, like I said, you can pick one, you can upload one, and you can search, and they automatically have them separated by some different types. So maybe you want a font that's modern. Maybe you want a vintage font. I can click vintage, and it'll show me some fonts that kind of go with a certain style, a 50 style or a 20 style or something like that. So that is fonts. So I hope this helps. Just the best thing to do with Canva is to jump in and have some fun with it. You could upload things to your Canva. So I often upload my Bitmoji. So if you have the Bitmoji Chrome extension, you can add that on to your Chrome browser. Or if you just have images on your computer, you can upload them, and they'll be housed under the upload button. You can even add video to your designs. Canva is super cool. So I hope you enjoy. So remember, like, subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions. Post them in the comments. Take care, everybody.